everyone, it's Detective Luphisra, and I'm here to talk about Nancy Drew. As you all know, Her Interactive has dropped their April newsletter. And within the newsletter, there have been hints on the new game. I wasn't subscribed to their newsletter at the time when they released it, so I won't have much pictures and stuff from the newsletter, but I have some, and I really do want to talk about it because, as y'all know, it's been years since the last Nancy Drew game, Midnight in Salem. I think about 4 years at this point, maybe going 5, but yeah, around there. And we all know April is Nancy's month because it's her birthday, and it is her 23rd birthday. Now, there are a lot of people speculating whether or not this is a legit announcement. I do believe it is, because I feel like it's too much work that they're going through to not be a Nancy Drew game. I mean, come on, you go through all this trouble to hide all these clues, including within the letters you can see on screen right here, written by Nancy, and within like the their newsletter as well. You know, like there are tons of clues and hints, and I think it's too much work for it just to be a joke for a day, or way too much work. Now, I do believe this is an actual announcement to the new Nancy Drew game, a little tease to the new Nancy Drew game. I feel like it is like a marketing tactic. It's like, because they know that if they were to release this little hint, this little tease of the new game on April Fools, that there are going to be people who are not going to believe in it. There are going to be people who think it's a joke because it is April Fools, and there are a lot of companies and news outlets and stuff releasing like fake news, and because it's April Fools. But in their case, I feel like they're doing it on purpose. They pick this specific date to do this because they know people are going to be talking about it. They're trying to build up on the hype for the new game, because I feel like after everything that's happened, it's too how do I say it? I feel like they wouldn't be so dumb as to pull such a joke, because the fans obviously are not going to be happy about it, and they know it. Fans have been very vocal on being upset with Her Interactive. Now, I'm among the minority where I am not upset. I actually enjoyed Midnight in Salem. Yes, I said that. I said it. I did enjoy playing Midnight in Salem. Now, it's not the best game. It's not the worst game either. No, it's not my favorite for sure. No, but it's not that bad. It's not as bad as people is making it out to be. And so I do believe that Her Interactive is releasing little hints in their April newsletter, in order to sort of tell us, hey, we're working on a game. There is going to be a new game coming up. Now, I don't think that it's going to be released this April, or maybe even this year. Not that soon, but I feel like this is their way of telling us, sort of hinting at us, at saying, yes, there is a new game, don't worry about it. And another reason as to why I believe that it is a new game, other than the hints that are in the other little hints that are in the newsletter, is because of this. Let me show you. Hold on. This. Now, this is something discovered by Gooba and Jackpack, or at least this is how I discovered it. Gooba and Jackpack posted on their Instagram page, and they noticed this. Note that the number you see on the top right hand corner of the newspaper, that is also in their newsletter thing. It's the same number as Mystery of the Seven Keys trademark. The exact same number, 970712334. Is this a coincidence? Obviously not. I don't think so. I mean, I feel like it's definitely on purpose. And this is why I feel like there's going to be a new game. Mystery of the Seven Keys, was trademarked a while ago. This was discovered by Chaz versus Jazz, if I'm not mistaken. And why would they trademark this and for what? It's definitely got to be for a game, right? So I do believe that they trademarked this and then they included this serial number, the patent number for the Mystery of the Seven Keys trademark uh, purposely into their April newsletter. And this is one of the major reasons why I believe that there's going to be a new game. I'm remaining hopeful. Okay, I'm remaining hopeful, and having like positive vibes. Because I'm not that upset at Her Interactive. Like, well, not anymore. I mean, I'm so used to waiting on games that may not even ever come out from, you know, different like game series because, I'm a huge gaming fan. And I never know when those companies are ever going to release a new game. They never tell us, so I can be waiting forever for a game that will never come to existence. But so any news I get, I am thankful for. So Her Interactive going this far to like put little hints and clues, for the fans to figure out in their newsletter and stuff, to tell us, like sort of hint at us and tease us that, hey, there's going to be a Game 34, even if it's released on April Fools, which I know people are upset about the April Fools tag in their Instagram posts. But like I said, I feel like it's too much work for it just to be like a 1 or 2 day joke. I feel like they really put some thought into this. Because if this really is a joke, then the person who came up with it is just sadistic and cruel. Like really you go all this far to have it be a joke? Nah, I don't think so. I want to believe this is gonna be a new game. I don't even mind waiting for another couple of years or anything. I just want a new game. And like this is major. Like after so long, there's actually finally like little hints on Game 34. Now I've said this before that I feel like it's smart um to not talk about, the anything about the new game, like any dates or anything. Like whenever like discuss this topic with other Nancy Drew fans, that's what I always say. Because I feel like they've learned their mistake from Midnight in Salem because they gave dates on when they want to release Midnight in Salem, but then they got delayed because they weren't ready yet. And people got so upset. And so I feel like it's smart for them not to say anything concrete, like, hey, we're going to release a game on this date or something, and just work on it silently and then tell us when they're ready to like sort of release a game. Like I'm very much hoping that this is not just a joke. Like I'm holding out hope for Her Interactive. Okay, I'm trying to think on the good side of things, that there's going to be a new game. Now some thoughts and theories of what the new game is about. First, I think the game's gonna be about like maybe Revenant, because I think of the hidden message in Nancy's letter, which I'll show you again. I'll get back to it here. No, you have been hacked. Why is it you have been hacked? No, like if it's released on April Fool's and it's a joke, it should be you have been pranked, but it's not. Is you have been hacked. Now this gives me thinking that hacking might be a theme in the next game. No, like, for example, Revenant. They're the only ones I can come up with that I can think of that has anything to do with hacking, like spies, So I'm thinking the next game might have something to do with Revenant. Maybe we get to see Zoe again, our all-time favorite spy, Zoe, and maybe Alec, because last we know of the two of them is like at the ending of The Silent Spy is that they are on the look for Alec's sister who has been kidnapped by Revenant. So maybe that's the case. Like maybe Nancy and Ned go on a vacation together somewhere. Maybe Austria or somewhere else, and they come across this mystery because Nancy always comes across mysteries, and they get involved with Revenant because we know Nancy and her friends are on Revenant's radar, right? So I'm thinking maybe it's gonna be about that. Like maybe Revenant's involved somehow, and I've seen people come up with theories saying it might be something to do with Shakespeare Reconnaissance Fair or something. I'm not too clear on that theory, but like all I can think of is like that you have been hacked. Like that is very important. And there's another clue about something hidden in keys. Like the keys are important, as we all know. The patent name that was Mystery of the Seven Keys. So I'm thinking like the next game is gonna be something about keys. And in the beginning, every one of us, including me, we're thinking about it's gonna be about physical keys. But maybe it's not about physical keys. Maybe it's computer keys or password keys, crypto keys or something, that we have to find, and there are seven of them that's related to mystery. Maybe there's treasure, or maybe it's, something else. I don't know. Like maybe it's something to do with Shakespeare, The Left Behind, or something, you know. I mean, I do personally feel that this is a marketing tactic. Like her interactive release this news on April Fools on purpose. They know what it's gonna do to the fans. That all the fans are gonna go up in a frenzy and go crazy trying to solve this so-called mystery and try and see whether or not it's true. And of course, a lot of people believe that it's not, but I'm on the side that it is gonna be true, that it is little hints. And Kalina also mentioned in her video that the backgrounds that they use for some of their pictures in the newsletter, which I don't have, you guys can look it up, and like you probably find it somewhere, but those pictures, they might be from the actual game itself, like the floors or the backgrounds. They blurred it out a lot, so you can't really see it clearly, but I do believe that might be the case because it looks CG'd. It doesn't look like a realistic, like, picture from real life. I feel like it's a CGI. So it might be taken like screenshots from the game and they used it as background. And so they're just sort of hinting at us. I don't know what the game is going to be about. I'm assuming the game is going to be in Austria because at the end of Midnight in Salem, Nancy and Ned were talking, and we didn't get to hear the conversation, but they did say they're going to Austria on vacation. Now, there's one thing I really want is Ned. I want to see Ned in the game physically. It's been years, man. I got robbed of the opportunity to see Ned physically in person in Alibi and Ashes. Because, like, I spent so long trying to look for Ned in that game, thinking I could see him physically, only to find out that no, he's not in that game physically. He's just a phone contact. And I was so disappointed. So, finally, like, really, Her Interactive, please include Ned. For the love of God, please include Ned. I mean, like, in Midnight in Salem, like, Deirdre Shannon, like, literally Nancy's, like, rival, Deirdre Shannon, even came up with the idea of, like, how to get Nancy and Ned to spend time together, because even she noticed that, Nancy's not treating Ned well enough. Okay, she's always forgetting him and abandoning him and flying off to who knows where without him, and that she's like, hey, you need to, like, what's your problem, Drew? Like, do you even want a boyfriend, Drew? Because he's a great guy that, there are people who wants him, okay? I.e. Deirdre. But seriously, even he came up with the idea of them spending vacation together and everything. Like, Deirdre, of all people, is coming up with vacation ideas for Ned and Nancy. So, Nancy, please, for the love of all things good, bring Ned on a case with you, okay? In the next game, I want to see Ned. And maybe we get to, talk to Bess and George. Because I've missed them. Because in Midnight Salem, we saw Frank and Joe Hardy. I don't know if they're going to be included in the game, because if it is about spies and, like, Revenant and like, terrorist organizations, maybe, they might be in the game because they are, like, I don't know. They're working with the organization. Are they still working with with their ATAC, or what's it? It's the network. Maybe not. They say they want to start their own like agency, but still, they're really good at what they do. So they might be included, but I do want to see Bess and George. Like I do want to have them working on a case again. It can be like Alibi and Ashes all over again, except this time Nancy is not a suspect of a crime. Okay, they're just trying to solve a mystery together, right? Even as phone contacts, Bess and George would be nice, and maybe see Zoe again. I want to see Zoe again. But yeah, that's the announcement. For now, the Nancy Drew like her interactive April's newsletter. I'm unable to speak. I'm not speaking very well because it's like I'm tired. I'm getting tongue tied, but I do have high hopes. Really, I just want to talk about this. I just want to share information. Like I'm really late because a lot of people have just posted videos on this already. I'm really late, but I'm excited, and I really, really think that there's gonna be like a new Nancy Drew game. Okay, and if you guys like can share your thoughts in the YouTube my comment section, like tell me your thoughts. If anyone is interested in talking about this and having a discussion about this, we can do that. And so yeah, that's it for the today's like video. you know thank you guys so much for watching. I just wanted to come and do a quick video to share this information. Yep. And that's it. Until we get more news from Her Interactive. So I'll see you guys next time on my next video. Or in my streams on Twitch. You can find me on Twitch at it's Luphisra. Same as my YouTube username. Okay? And that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye. Until next time.